Welcome to the Autism Mentor Training Online Module 1. For all of our students that might be international students or outside of the state of West Virginia, please feel free to skip the PowerPoint Module 1 and jump straight to the one labeled 1A. The reason for that is this training really is designed to help autism paraprofessionals in the state of West Virginia become certified to become autism mentors. It's a state-specific code that we use here in West Virginia to help aides who want to further their professional development to better serve people with autism. So if you're outside of West Virginia, there's no need for you to read those slides about becoming an autism mentor in this state. If you want to, wonderful. We encourage you to do that, but there's no need to. So you can jump straight to PowerPoint 1A. What to expect in this course? So for those seeking autism mentorship, this will provide 30 hours toward your autism mentor training. It's going to be up to you to sort of work with your local education authority to figure out if you meet the other requirements of an autism mentor in the state of West Virginia. But this training will provide you with the hours needed, minus some of the crisis prevention and intervention techniques that you'll need to learn. But we'll get more into those details in just a bit. So we're going to use an online format for this. You're going to receive active instruction from us at the West Virginia Autism Training Center with technical support from our friends at Pierpont Community and Technical College. The training is going to consist of 10 modules with a description of tasks. You're going to complete each module, including the trainings, videos, handouts, the portfolio, discussion, and a quiz. And then a certificate at the end of the 10 modules with successful completion of all the requirements will be presented. And each of you will receive a successful completion certificate. For all of our international students and out-of-state students, that same certificate will be issued to you as well, showing the course name and how much time you spent in this course, as well as some signatures to show that it's a valid certificate. Okay. In our discussion forums, we want to establish that we would like to have some what we call netiquette, and that just means treating each other with respect and sharing high values, not using language that is hurtful to others, again, protecting confidential information, and we want to be mindful of the tones of our message. So should we interact on discussion boards with other students, we want to be mindful of how we speak with one another, and just generally speaking, let's show one another a ton of respect through this course. So, again, for the in-state West Virginia folks, how did this designation of autism mentor come to be in West Virginia? Basically, it was driven by the parents of students with autism spectrum disorder. And they advocated for an additional category for some more training, which resulted in an amendment to our state code. So this training is mandated by the state to become an autism mentor, and what we are delivering today provides the training needed for that certification. There's a revised policy that you can find that goes back to 2013 that shows the actual state code and what it means to be an autism mentor. So basically, autism in the law, we want you to know more about IDEA, or the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. Section 504 is a very important law, as is West Virginia Policy 2419. Again, for our out-of-state and international students, some of those will apply. Of course, IDEA and 504 are wonderful things to study if you haven't heard of them before. And that Policy 2419 for our West Virginia students is a great thing to become aware of. And there's a free download if you punch West Virginia Policy 2419 into Google, that should come right up. So, requirements for those of you that are taking this course in West Virginia. You've got to meet the state-mandated qualifications for an AID 3. Your LEA is responsible for verifying all of your background training, all of your professional requirements. Really, our job on this side is to get the content and hours to you so that you can go back to your local education authority and determine when you have met the requirements. You have to have some experience working with students with autism. The West Virginia Department of Ed will then verify, once you've put together your application to become a mentor, once you've met the requirements, the Department of Ed in the state of West Virginia will take care of that approval. Okay, in the PowerPoint, Number one, they will have details that actually spell out how many points you have to have in hours. And really this training will provide 30 hours of training, but you'll need an additional training and support in crisis development or crisis prevention and intervention related supports. Got to have 2 years of successful experience providing classroom instruction to individuals with autism by a certified autism teacher. There's going to be more details in there. Okay, really, ultimately your goal is to be someone who demonstrates and models person-centered values. We're always going to ensure that our students are treated with respect and dignity. We're going to give opportunities for choices throughout our day. We're going to give meaningful and rewarding activities throughout the days of our students. And we really, really want to help foster peer interaction. So those are just some essential person-centered values that every autism mentor or an autism professional should strive for. In this course, we will be using person-first language, meaning we're putting the person before the disability. So you will hear us say things like student with autism, person with autism. I will say that some of the content we share in handouts written by people on the spectrum tend to use identity-first language, meaning autistic or similar language where they put the identity first. And it's going to be a little fluid in this course, and I think we need to get used to that. It's a personal preference of the person on the spectrum. We tend to go with person-first language, but if we meet someone who prefers identity first, we have no problem using that language too. So you'll see a model of both of those in this course. All right, some examples of person-first language can be found in the PowerPoint. Ultimately, what we are trying to do is increase the quality of life of our students. That is our #1 target. And through this course, we're going to learn ways that can make that happen a little more easily. We are folks and agents of change to improve the quality of life of our students. So, we're going to go into the PowerPoint 1A next, and you'll see a separate video for that. And this is a great time to check out the additional readings and videos and dig into the portfolio assignment. And remember that there's the discussion forum and the first quiz as well.